Hey there everyone, it's the GC here. Do you know what, we've held really well, I think. It's been quite a turbulent market last few days, and we've corrected, quite minimal, which is exactly what we predicted anyway. So absolutely superb. I drew these boxes a few days ago to predict where we should kind of have a little bit of a correction. Absolutely bang onto the button here. We came down in an A, we came up in a B, and we came down in a C, and it literally hit the top of my target, and then had a little bit of a turnaround here, which is fantastic. Now that could continue to the upside there and begin the start of the wave 3. We could already be there, but equally it was quite a strong A wave, so I do maybe expect a slightly stronger C wave as well. So we could still come down to our sort of target level. Obviously there are things outside our control, such as Bitcoin in the market, and there's obviously the ETH kind of merge a little in a few hours from now. So there could be a little bit of turbulence, and obviously we could be affected by that. But I think really what we need to kind of consider and take on board is just how well we've done. There's buys coming in. If you look, nobody's really selling. Yeah, you got the odd person who's sold, but predominantly a little bit there, just a bit of profit taking. But there's some nice big buys coming in, and overall we've done absolutely superb over the last few days. So we really want to be absolutely super proud of how the team's done and how the holders have done. So absolute complete and utter diamond hands, really. So just to recap, if this is the point we turn around, we'd expect some really nice moves to the up. Obviously that is market allowing, but if we're left to our own and we get that organic pump, and maybe we get some news from the team, then obviously that would take us up to these sort of higher levels. And just remember, this is just the first wave 1. So a wave 1 has 5 waves in it. So you obviously have your wave 1, you go up. We've just hopefully completed the wave 2. We might still go a little bit lower, and then you get the big wave 3, come down into 4, and then you go up into 5, and then you'd have a little bit of correction. But that's only wave 5 of wave 1. You would then have a wave 2, which would come down a little bit, and typically 3 waves on that one, and then you would have the wave 3, and again that will have 5 waves in it. So it gets quite complex, but ultimately you can kind of see where you're at on the chart once you've got your head around it, which is quite difficult initially, but fingers crossed, once you've got yourself dialed into the chart, you can kind of see where moves will come from. So it's good from our end. We do need a little bit of maybe a look from the market. Naturally Bitcoin should be going back up again, because it will correct to the upside, but naturally it could come back down again, and it could, I'm afraid, come down quite hard and set a new all-time low, which we'll just have to see how that affects us. The way that it has been working, it hasn't really affected us directly, but it has affected BNB, which we're built on, which obviously does indirectly affect, obviously our prices. But also, I guess, if the whole market's going down a little bit, you might find people do want to come in because, they'll feel that, we could offer something that the rest of the market can't, so maybe with a little bit of extra marketing and the World Cup round the corner, that could play into our hands. But you've got to appreciate, I guess, from Roderick's point of view and the devs' point of view, do they risk going, full tilt and balls deep in marketing? When the market's fairly bearish, yes, we're engaged, we're pumping, we're getting quite bullish, but we're in like our little own bubble, aren't we, at the moment? It's will other investors feel the need to kind of ape in and go large, and I guess that's where these guys earn the big money. It's their token, and we've got to play the game, and I feel obviously, yes, okay, the World Cup's around the corner, but you've got to remember we went from pretty much 0 to all-time high in 9 days. And there's another story to that, actually. I'll cover that in future episodes. So we don't need as much time as you need. I would personally rather have a little bit more of a slow burn and build up towards new all-time highs, get some structure, get some support. I don't particularly want to go absolute fucking rocket to come absolutely crashing back down again. I'd rather, kind of build through the levels, build support, and then when you do get the corrections like we're facing now, we're not getting panic sellers, we're not getting people just trying to, come in, earn a few quid, and then as soon as it's gone up a couple of X, they jump straight back out again. We don't really want that. We want every investor who's been here through the hard times and the long times. They're the people we want to see making money. It's kind of, you guys probably watching these first few videos, that we want to see, getting the rewards. We don't mind, obviously, people coming on board later and paying the cost. They'll have to pay more to get back in. Where you guys are so fucking early that you're already in, aren't you? You're already buying at phenomenal prices. And just to kind of recap on kind of where we are at, if you consider, if I kind of just bring the time frame back a little bit. I mean, that move there was a 10x, which was done literally in 2 or 3 days. There's the big all-time high, which actually technically should have gone a lot higher. But again, I'll cover that in future episodes. There's a formula I've worked out, where we should have gone, had the market gone our way. But again, that's for another day. But we're here. We're so early in this uptrend. It's unreal. There's going to be some absolutely crazy gains to be made. So hold your nerve. Hold your coin, hold your bag, and we'll get there together, guys. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. Yes, market is turbulent. Yes, it's unfortunate, but we're still here. We're still early, and we've got you. All right, you take care, everyone. Take care. Ta-ra.